welcome back to Aurelius Whitlock's Murder Museum. So I am at Camp Medeina, and there's been a murder by tent stake. Alec, a camp counselor, dead in the outhouse. So far I've met Astrid, Jane, and Myra. Astrid's assistant director, Jane is director, Myra is an aquatics counselor and cook. The people I have not met so far that I need to talk to are Peter, counselor of sports, and Izzy, counselor of animals and plant life. And there's some stuff afoot with stuff. There's a lot more I need to learn, so I did the only reasonable thing, which was to climb a rock wall and fall down and get knocked out. Take it away, storyteller.
All right, so the last thing you remember is hitting the ground and everything going to black. As you slowly come to, the first thing that you notice is the smell of wet dog. Wow, gross. You gradually open your eyes. You're in a tent with rows of long cots, all filling the room. As you open your eyes, you hear a voice. Welcome, friend. I see you're awake now. You took a nasty tumble there. Not often you see a doctor become the patient. As you look towards the voice, you see a person wrapped up completely in bandages, wearing a little hospital gown at the other end of the tent. And he has one arm in a sling, the other arm, one of the legs is suspended.
Are you Izzy?
I am.
You weren't the one who carried me here, were you?
He gently tilts his head down to the rest of his bandaged body. I am not completely mobile at the moment.
I see.
That was Peter that dragged you back to camp last night. Myra fixed you up. He says that you notice that your leg is wrapped in a little brace, not a cast, just a little brace, and then your arm has some bandages on it.
That's not great. Okay. Oh man.
What were you thinking messing around with that climbing tower at night?
I don't know. Is there any other way to get to the top of the climbing tower?
No.
Well, now there is not any way for me to climb up there. So, yes, I did limit my options. That's great. What did you in?
That same climbing tower.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This was 2 days ago now. Not yesterday or the day before. Alec was going to check the climbing tower. Needed someone else to come with him. Jane couldn't go, so I volunteered, and we both went.
And did he climb, or did he just watch you climb?
No. So I was down on the base checking the harnesses, and then we were going to check the tower top to make sure that the descent line was all right. He insisted that he go alone though. Said he liked the solitude, which makes sense. He's the climbing counselor, so he has his own thing, I guess. But I got bored after finishing up, so I grabbed the second rope, hooked up, and started climbing on the more difficult line because he took the easy path. I got about 3/4 of the way up when I heard Alec shouting something at me. I readjusted my grip to lean back and shout back, but as I did so, the rock I was using as a grip slipped and I lost my balance. Came down hard on the rope and felt it stretch, then snap. Last thing I remember was the feeling of free falling.
Wow. Sorry to hear that. I know how that feels.
There's already some bonding going on right now.
Man, well, you've heard about Alec, I assume.
Yeah, the others told me this morning.
Is it day out?
Oh yeah, as you look around, there is sun coming through the tent at this point. It is very much daytime.
The dawn of the second day. Oh boy. Okay. Have the authorities showed up yet?
Not that I know of. I've been stuck in here.
Gotcha. Well, even though I'm not feeling great, would you like to answer a few questions?
I'm not going anywhere else. Go for it.
So, Izzy, I hear that you are the counselor who is in charge of plant life and animals.
That's correct.
Are you like, I'm assuming educational stuff with both of those? You don't like literally are in charge of the animals?
No. I'm supposed to teach classes on biodiversity, plant identification, animal tracks, things like that.
Okay, so you're like the nature dude. All right.
Yeah. Bit of a bummer being confined to this, but it's what it is.
And how long have you been here at this camp? I guess this is its first year of opening.
Yeah, so I've only been here about a month.
Hey, so want to tell me about your day yesterday? Were you here?
Yeah. Let's see. Yesterday, I was in the tent all day. Because Dr. Illustrator.
Are we in the first aid tent right now?
Yes, we are. You are in the first aid tent.
Okay.
As you look at the wall, you can see the outline of a little cross on the other side.
Gotcha.
So was in and out. Myra is a certified nurse, so she came and checked on me a couple times yesterday. And then, she brought me some food right around then. She also gave me a sedative so I'd sleep better. And that's the last thing I remember, to be honest.
Well,
there was...
Tell me more.
So, a couple others visited as well during the day, just to come and check on me, really. But Alec never came, if that's what you're wondering.
Who else checked on you yesterday?
Jane came by at... Oh, when would that have been around? It's a bit fuzzy, because I can't really see time. There was still daylight. Astrid also came around, a little before Jane, just to check on me, see how I was doing, which was nice, I suppose.
Out of character, can I verify the authenticity of these injuries? Like, could he hypothetically be more mobile than he appears?
Ooh, great question. So it's hard to tell without shaking him, but as you stare at the bandages, he's completely wrapped in bandages. There's bandages on his face, there's bandages on his arms, on his legs. But as you look at the bandages around his feet, they do look a little more worn. In fact, there's some mud and dirt on the bottom of his feet, which seems to suggest that he was not in the bed the whole time.
Noting that, I will ask him about it in a second. Is he kind of as the guy who's the authority on plants? Is there anything specific that's poisonous nearby camp or that would cause a rash?
That would cause a rash? What are you talking about?
Well, Alec had a rash on both arms, I think, and I was curious if you might know where those maybe came from.
Oh, that's easy. Alec's allergic to garlic.
Garlic. That's fun. How do you know this? As a sometimes cook? No, that was Peter and Myra.
Well, I was the cook.
And
after the accident, I had to give up my cooking duties for the moment.
Right, because you've been stuck here. And remind me, Nathan, the rashes I saw on the body were kind of on the top of his forearms?
Yeah, so they looked like they just covered his arms, basically.
Whoa. Was the tent stake wooden?
It was.
Okay. All right.
I don't know why that's an important detail.
Yeah, I don't... Werewolves. I'll say it now so people know what I'm thinking. I'm not an idiot. I understand now. Well, I mean, at least I understand the implication. Whether or not
Werewolf?
there's an actual... Cut that all, please. I meant to say vampires. It's a vampire thing. Garlic and steaks. I know it's a vampire thing. I'm silly. All right. But was the cross he was wearing silver?
It was.
Oh, that's fun.
It was definitely silver.
A Christian cross or like a...
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, man. Garlic steak equals vampire. Noted. Fascinating. Well, Izzy, who do you think would have wanted to do Alec in? Did you have any resentment harbored towards him?
No, well, it's like kind of hard to say. Alec and I used to be really tight. Alec, Peter, and I, all three of us. But the other two had a pretty harsh falling out. I still got along with Alec a little bit. He still kept in contact for his own purposes.
Were you friends with Alec when his wife passed away?
Oh, no, that was after. Well, friends is a strong word. He only ever came to me when he needed something.
And what did he need from you?
Oh, the usual thing, money. Alex got a bit of a problem with that.
With money? With gambling?
Yeah, actually, there's a casino southeast of here. You might have passed it on the way in. Alex lost there big, multiple times. Most recently, just a couple of weeks ago. He usually comes begging for money. But this last time, I told him no. I've been feeling tired of it all. It is my money. Alec needs to learn how to be responsible for himself. This sounds very rehearsed, almost as if he's going through a dialogue that someone has told him to say.
Okay, yeah, I can understand where you're coming from there. Who else are you close to? Did anyone look out for you and was concerned about your generosity?
Well, the others at the camp, I mean, at least Peter and Myra knew.
Okay. Anything else strange about your time around Alec this last little while?
He seemed, I don't know, more distracted than usual. That helps. He wasn't one to do a lot of planning, but when he was planning, he gets very distracted, I suppose.
Are there any upcoming events that he might have been planning for? He didn't have that much responsibility for the opening of camp, did he?
No, not that I know. He didn't tell me. Again, he only really talked to me when he wanted something.
And you said he wanted something how recently?
That was about 2 weeks ago now.
Was there any effect to his behavior around you after that?
He was insulted that I would entrust him to pay it back, but as he has not paid the other money that he owes me back, I don't really feel bad about that. But he was not antagonistic towards me, if that's what you're wondering.
Do you suspect that Alec had something to do with the climbing wall having been loosened, possibly even sabotaged?
No, I don't think so. I mean, he seemed genuinely upset when I fell. He came and apologized right when I came to that evening. He did not. I mean, I was climbing up, it's probably just some equipment malfunction.
Gotcha. Is there anything else you're not telling me?
About what? I mean, I've got my whole life before me. I haven't told you a lot about that, but I mean, about irrelevant things about Alec, I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I will stand up from my bed. Am I mobile enough to walk around camp?
Yes. Yeah. As you stand up, your leg hurts a little bit. You're a little woozy. Blood rushes to your head, and as it does, you realize that it's not just wet dog smell. You smell like mold permeating the air in here. It's
I forgot about the wet dog smell.
Kind of gross.
Yeah, gonna ask Izzy about that. What's that smell?
Some of the equipment and bandages in here just kind of stink. I'm sorry about that. We haven't had too much time to change them. He looks a little embarrassed because it's probably his bandages that are on that might be smelling a little bit.
Yeah. This is a murder case. Tact is thrown out the window. Would they smell worse if he had been... Well, I already have confirmation that there's something on his feet, so interesting. Well, I want to just look around the tent. What can I ascertain just from the inside of the first aid tent?
Well, there are, again, cots, lots of medical equipment. Izzy's cot, he's just vibing there. There is a side of the tent.
Wait. Hey, sorry, real quick. Does Izzy's bandages look mummy-like at all?
As you say that, yeah, actually.
Curious.
Very curious.
I'll have to keep that in mind. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but good to know. Okay. Sorry, you were saying something.
I was saying one of the tent walls by the door, now that you're actually looking for something odd, it seems to be slumping in slightly.
As if a stake was removed.
Yes, as you go closer, you can see that one of the stakes is actually missing, and so the wall has fallen in partially.
And all the other stakes are wooden?
They are.
Okay. So it was taken from here. Izzy, was there anyone outside this tent yesterday that didn't come in? A shadow that passed by?
A shadow that passed by. It's hard to say. I did see multiple people coming in and out. If someone comes in, their shadow passes over the tent, so I would see them, depending on the time of day. I did see shadows coming around out there. I was kind of in and out, though.
Okay. So you have no specific memory of, and I point to where it's slumping, like when this occurred?
Sometime before dinner.
Before dinner. Okay.
Yeah, Astrid, Myra pointed it out last time she came in.
Interesting. I look at him, I say, don't leave town.
I wasn't planning on it.
Oh, man. Yeah, sorry. Anything else in this tent? Like, that's a good note. Is, like, medical equipment, anything interesting over there?
Nothing interesting, no.
Okay.
Just looks like your basic first aid stuff, some, stethoscopes, bandages, all medicine cabinet, all that kind of stuff. Nothing, your cursor doesn't highlight on anything as you move it over all the equipment.
Point and click. Okay, well, I'm going to leave and check out the numerous other locations in this camp that things might be afoot. But before I leave, I do just want to try something. I'm going to kind of walk over to Izzy and kind of lean a little uncomfortably close. And I'm going to say, do you want to hear a joke?
All right.
What did the dead pharaoh say to his friend?
His eyes like widen a little bit. What?
I want my mummy.
He like cracks up and like he would be slapping his knee if he could slap his knee.
Yeah. Okay. So his arms are it's because of the sling?
One of his arms is in a sling, so
Okay.
he can't slap it.
Gotcha.
Really.
Okay. But from the word mummy, any reaction or he just nothing?
Yeah, when you started the joke, Dead Pharaoh, his eyes widened a little bit and he did seem uncomfortable. A little worried.
Okay, I'm gonna pat him lightly on the shoulder and say, just wanted to liven things up. And then I'm gonna leave.
Nice.
I will arm myself with knowledge before I breach that subject again. Oh man, so it's day.
Mm-hmm.
No sign of authorities? No police officers or anything?
Nope.
Okay. Quick scan. Anyone outside?
No, you can't see anyone outside. You just exit the first aid tent, so you can see behind you is the boathouse. In front of you, there's the cabins. Off to the right is the outhouse. The outhouse door is still open.
Okay, I will walk over to the outhouse real quick, see if anyone's disturbed the body.
Well, it has definitely been disturbed because the body is no longer there.
Disturbing.
In fact, all that is there is a large covering of dust and ash on the floor.
Oh dear.
Everywhere.
Okay. All right. I'm going to start hyperventilating when I see that, and I'm gonna hobble back over to the first aid tent, open the tent, and I'm gonna say, "Are you really a mummy?"
Izzy starts and just stumbles over his words, and he pretends to be asleep.
Where am I? Oh my gosh. I'm stuck in the monster mash. Okay, well, I go back over. Is this, in my previous experience with the occult, would it appear as if the sunlight coming in the skylight, which had a covering originally, has the covering been taken off of the skylight?
No, the covering's still there. What is odd is that the door is propped open by the sandal, and because of the angle of the sun that rose, it struck the body. So right now, the sunlight coming through is illuminating the sink in the mirror. As you examine the scene, you can make out tracks in the dust, going from the doorway to the toilet.
Well,
scuffed.
To the toilet I go. I knew there was a secret with the toilet.
As you look inside, you see a bundle of something that's like bright green near the bottom. It's too far to reach. You'd need something long and skinny to snatch it out.
Oh boy. Yeah, this is a point and click adventure. I love this. Okay. Anything else I can learn from the pile of ash that I presume was Alec? Any clothing?
No clothing, but as you dig around, it's kind of morbid, kind of gross, but you do find the silver necklace.
I'm gonna nab that. I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
Did is the wooden stake kind of in the ash?
The wooden stake is also in the ash.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh man, I'm gonna go over to Alec's cabin.
Oh, okay. So you go over, you try the door. It's locked. There are windows.
Try to kick it open.
It's weird. Like this door, you've opened out many a door in your life.
You will,
This,
you're basically an expert on how to open doors.
yeah, and like even though this is locked, it feels almost as if it's reinforced. Like this is a thick door.
This is a locked door.
This door's not getting kicked in.
Okay.
Basically, the gist you're
Well,
feeling.
putting on my to-do list, find a key. I will go over to the boathouse next. Of course, scanning if anyone walks by.
You don't see anyone. You do, as you walk by, you notice that the windows into Alec's cabin are covered with blackout curtains.
Makes sense, yeah. Was Alec wearing a hat or anything?
He wasn't.
I guess it was nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
Vampire. Hey, is there hypothetically a vampire in history named Alec? Is that a thing?
Their names all definitely have to do with specific things.
That's
I can outline.
wild. Oh man, of course. They have these such interesting. Okay. Oh man, I want to figure out who they are. Oh, that's so cool. Oh man, is Myra a lake monster? I'm gonna go over to the boathouse.
Okay. So you open the boathouse, and inside it's basically a large shed with a roof, and there's like a dock inside. The edge of the room are the wooden walkways, the dock, but the center is just water with a line of canoes and small paddle boats tied to different mooring points. As you look around, you notice that there is an extra mooring point where another boat should be. There's photos covering the wall of different scenes. There's a pool skimmer in the corner of the room, and then there is a door that says Myra.
Do I see any fishing rods in here?
No, but as you're trying to ascertain, I'm assuming you're trying to get something.
Well, I'm interested in the pool skimmer if there's not fishing rods.
There's not fishing rods in the boathouse. No.
Okay. I am trying to find something to go fishing in the toilet.
As you grab the pool skimmer, you could make this work. You might not want to use it afterwards, but you could get it out.
Yeah. I'm gonna equip that into my inventory. Hopefully that means it's not cumbersome to be holding it around as I intervene people. I'm sorry, what are you doing with the pool? Oh, nothing. I just have it. Don't worry.
Forget about it.
Okay. Where do I see where Myra's bunk is in here? Like, is there a separate room?
There's a doorway that says Myra.
Oh, that you just said that. That's right. I'm gonna knock on that door. Nice.
No answer.
Okay. Was it a full moon out yesterday? It definitely was.
It was a full moon.
You said it multiple times. Oh man, I am loving this whole remembering things. I'm like, oh gosh. Okay. And Peter was gone once night fell?
Peter was gone.
Curious.
Yeah, funny how that thing, those
wild. Oh
things
man.
happen.
Oh, where do I even go next? So much to do. I think I want to quickly check back at the climbing wall again.
Okay.
Was it a howling sound? It was a howling sound.
It was like, now that you think back, you could definitely describe it as a howl.
Curious. Okay. Yeah, I want to go over to the climbing wall.
All right. You leave the boathouse and speed on over to the climbing tower. So you wind through the dirt path and arrive at the climbing tower. The sun is starting to dip behind some clouds now. They look like rain clouds. It looks like it's going to rain at some point. But right now, it's completely dry. It looks like you could go up.
Can I actually?
If you take the left path, yeah.
Okay.
So thinking back to Izzy's story, Alec took the left, Izzy took the right. The right path was the path you took up to the top.
And Alec wanted privacy? Is that what Izzy said?
Yes, Izzy insisted that Alec did not want him up at climbing the tower.
Did Izzy disobey him when he started climbing?
Yes. and Alex started shouting at Izzy.
Did he just shout at him to like stop? Is that kind of the implication there?
Probably. Izzy wasn't exactly sure.
Okay. So it does sound like even if Alec did not booby trap it specifically for Izzy, it does sound like he was aware. Interesting. I will take the path deemed the safe path.
Okay. So you go up and you're cautious as you go up. You reached the top. Thankfully, one piece. It's a bit hard with your hurt foot, but you managed to grit it out through the pain. Who cares? You know, you're a doctor. You got things to do.
Doctors do have superhuman abilities, yeah.
Exactly. You reach the top, and it is a little covered pavilion. There's some harnesses up there. There's some helmets. What you do see, which is odd, is a bit of frayed rope that has been, looks like it's been cut, and it's green.
Okay, same kind of green as the green in the pocket knife.
Yes, you pull out the pocket knife. It's the same color thread. It definitely looks like this came from the same source. Underneath the coil of rope is a small wrench, which, as you examine, is the same size as the bolts holding the stones on the rock wall.
Okay. I'm gonna flip open my pocket Watson.
Hello, yes. Getting along with the mystery now, are we?
Yeah, you ever dealt with monsters, friend?
Oh, monsters. Oh, yes. Many a time.
Okay, I didn't know it was a common occurrence. Wonderful. How are we on fingerprinting? Is that a thing we do here?
Fingerprints. Yes, I believe I can fingerprint.
Oh, wonderful. How about that wrench right there?
The wrench. Oh, right. Please set me down.
Okay.
Okay, you set him down.
By the way, are you imagining this like holographic Leia type of thing, or is this like a screen in your mind?
I was imagining like a little screen.
Okay, cool.
So it puts it down, the lid like pops off, and inside is a little finger dusting kit. Please put the sample back inside once they're done.
I do it.
Yep. Take a print. He analyzes it. Looks like the only prints on that wrench belong to an Alec Haka.
It confirmed my suspicion. Thank you, good pocket Watson.
Anytime. Any other queries, questions?
No, actually, I think I need to figure out some more stuff, but I will maybe ask you questions later.
All right. He salutes.
He salutes and goes back in. Okay. This rope, it looks like the coil was cut. Does it look... I cannot find the other part of this rope.
Nope. As you drape it over the edge, it only goes down like a couple feet. The other half of the rope is missing.
Okay. Is this the rope that would go over on the difficult side with the loose?
Yes.
Okay. Well, unless there's anything else up here, I'd like to make it back down.
Okay. You very carefully go on the left side again, going all the way down. No issue there. You make it down safely.
I'd like to go back to the outhouse.
The outhouse.
With my pool skimmer, I'd like to fish out that green package.
All right. So you pull it up, and it is a bundle of cloth. As you look at it, you realize it's the camp flag.
Is it wrapped around something?
It is bundled around something. It doesn't look like it might... Yeah, like wadded up around something.
Gonna open up the thing.
Okay. You take it outside. You brace yourself as you gently unpeel the camp flag. It is the camp flag. It's kind of torn up. There's some shred marks on it. But inside, in the middle of the bundle, is a silver key.
Silver key. Okay, so hypothetically, someone after the day already started went into the outhouse to dispose of this. I'm assuming this key will give me some information, but also when you say the flag is shredded, claw marks?
Oh yeah, definitely looks like claw marks.
Okay, well, I'm gonna see if I can open Alec's cabin now.
With the key you just found?
Yeah.
You most certainly can. As you open Alec's cabin, you hit the key, deadlock slides out, you push it open, and you see, first of all, one thing catches your eye. Right in the crack between the door jamb and the door is a little piece of bandage.
I will take that, put it in my sample bag.
Okay.
Hey, what kind of
But-
wait, what I'm curious now what kind of doctor I am. I might want to look at the medical equipment, just see if it's like on the up and up or if I'm some sort of occult doctor. Anyway.
If you want to look in your bag, you can. You did say you took that with you.
I did. Yeah. What do I got?
It looks like your typical doctor stuff. It
Okay.
looks like you are not a monster, if that is what you're wondering.
I was wondering if like monsters need specific kinds of medical care. Anyway, I do keep the bandage and I look around.
Okay. So inside, you see there's a little bed in the corner. It doesn't look like it's been slept in at all. There's a strong scent of garlic in this room right now. There is a desk with lots of papers and scraps of paper on it. There's lots of little silvery items. As you step inside, you can look behind the door. It is reinforced with silver.
Oh my.
Looks like Alec wanted to
It looks like
out.
He wanted to do that.
So, you look behind the door as well. There's a ton of sunscreen, like bulk amount of sunscreen, just like a ton of it there. Oh, yeah.
I want to follow the smell of garlic. Is this permeating everything? Is there a specific thing?
You can't find the source. The source is the pillow. The pillow smells strongly of garlic. As you get closer to the bed, you also notice that the mattress has a slight bulge in it.
I'm gonna look under the mattress.
Cool. You look under the mattress. You find a couple of things. A gun with a single bullet inside, a vial of clear liquid, and a book.
Is the single bullet silver?
The single bullet is silver.
Cool. Is the clear liquid holy water?
If you had to guess, you'd probably guess.
I don't know how I'm able to guess that, but hey, I'll take that. I bring it close to my eyes and I hear a faint heavenly choir sing.
Yes, and angelic voices start singing as you bring it close.
No, that's for sure holy. Okay, and this book, what is this, a Necronomicon?
This book it's a book on banshees, actually.
Oh dear, okay. Which one is a banshee?
As you open it up, there's a page that's marked with a couple of scraps of paper. The paper in the book just has the same words written over and over again, the same few sentences. I just can't take the pressure, the guilt anymore. I'm done. Signed, Jane. I just can't take the pressure anymore, the guilt. I'm done, Jane. Just over and over again. The page it's marked on is all about, you skim it really quickly, it's all about how you can get rid of a banshee. It says that banshees can be killed by a knife laced with holy water.
Whoa, the plot thickens. The bulge in the mattress, was this? I'm curious if I can tell if Alec was the one who placed this here based on, like, is it uncomfortable to sleep on this bulge? Is it, like, pretty hidden here? What can I learn from that?
Yes, so it just looks like it was thrown under the mattress. The bed does not look slept in at all. It looks like it has never been slept in.
Oh, is there a coffin in the room?
Wow, underneath the bed is a little wooden box that you would assume is probably where he actually sleeps.
Oh, that's so fun. Oh, man. Okay. Does he have a desk? Anything in here?
Yes, there's a desk and there's a couple papers on the desk as well. If you want to examine.
I do want to examine.
Cool. Some of them are pretty just random notes. The things that catch your eye are a couple of phone numbers on one of the to-do pads that he has there.
Yeah, I read that.
Okay. So they're two new phone numbers. You can't tell exactly where they are, where they're going to. You could call them if you wanted.
Sorry, you said there's a to-do on the phone?
There's a to-do list, and then the only thing on the to-do list are these two phone numbers.
Gotcha. Any other, before I will try to call these, but anything else on the desk, like papers?
Nothing else on the desk.
Of interest? Okay. I'll give the first number a call.
All right. Bring, bring. Hello, you've reached Frank & Sons, attorneys at law. How can we help?
Frank and Sons. I'm gonna be like, hey, I have a bit of a monstrous problem, if you catch my drift.
Oh, how can we help you, sir?
Well, what's your specialty before I tell you the details?
They tell you that they specialize in wills and inheritance. Legal concerns about those.
Legal concern. runes. Interesting. Like, as in, such as Medina's will, which gave the camp not to Alec, but to Jane. And this other number.
Okay. You call the other number? Hello, you've reached Black Lagoon Realty. How can we help?
Hello there. I'm planning my honeymoon, and I'm looking for a place that's spooky, maybe a place that has some character to it, some good stories. What y'all specialize in?
Oh, we specialize in oh, sorry, now I'm doing Southern too. We specialize in haunted houses, mansions, haunted woods. You want those? We got plenty of little cabins, cottages in the woods. We actually have a new lot that will be coming up in the next few weeks if you can wait a little bit.
Are you at liberty? Are you at liberty to say what that lot is?
So they tell you that they give you a description of a nice plot in the middle of the woods that has cabins and a lake. It sounds very much like Camp Medeina.
I was like, oh, that sounds absolutely wonderful. That's it. That's the place. Who's listing that?
Oh, someone by the name of Harker.
First name?
Checks the notes. You hear paper shuffling. Alec.
Thanks. Appreciate you. I'll keep in touch.
Okay, before you hang up, actually.
Okay.
Just before you hang up, she says bye. You hear her click, but as the click happens, there's a rush of static coming into the speaker. A moment later, the static clears up a little bit, and you can hear voices, lots of voices, and clinking of glasses. It sounds like you're listening to a party. In the background, there's a little ticking sound. Then a voice. Who watches the phone clicks off, and the call ends. Must have been some faulty connection.
Pocket Watson?
Oh, yes.
Was that pertinent information to this case?
You're hearing voices now in the phone? That sounds absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why you'd bother keeping that in mind.
Okay, that'll just be something that bothers me forever. Thanks.
A message from the curator. The secret's out, and now he knows why monstrous was the word I chose. But vampires and mummies aside, one has killed, and one has died.
Monsters, man. I love that. I also love how long it took me to pick up on any of that. Like, usually I'm just inherently suspicious when I hear anything about a full moon, but this time I kind of just let it fly straight over my head.
Yes, it's fun. It was fun to see you put the pieces together with the mummy, with the full moon.
Well, it was funny because, like, I mean, the back of my mind is like, oh, that's kind of weird. Why would he have, like, bandages wrapped around his head and stuff? Ha ha ha. I was like, wait.